Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning to our teacher and my fellow friend. Today my group will present about welding. Before we present, we will introduce ourselves. Okay. My name is Awangko Afizat bin Awang Rafi. My matrix number is 05DPU2012.
And I, Azare Effendi, register number with 05 DPU 20F 2010.
Okay, firstly I will show you the contents of my group slides. Firstly, we have introduction. Second, we have type of joint welding. Third, we have different welding types. And fourth is we have invertigate welding. And the last one is Q&A session. Firstly, I will talk about introduction. Welding is a fabrication process whereby two or more parts are fused together by means of heat, pressure, or both forming a joint as the parts cool. Welding is usually used on metals and thermoplastics but can also be used on wood. The complete welded joint may be referred to as a weldment. Okay, distinct from lower temperature metal joining techniques such as brazing and soldering, which do not melt the base metal.
Thank you to Awangku. Today I will present part type of precision of joint welding. First point is butt joint. Butt joint is a connection between the ends or edge of two parts making an angle to one another of 135 until 185 degree inclusive in the regard of the joint. Second point is the T-joint. T-joint is connection between the ends or edge of one part and the face of the another part. The parts making angles to one another of more than up to the including 90 degree in the region of the joint. Third is a corner joint. Corner joint is a connection between the ends or edge of the two parts making an angle to one another of more than 30 but less than 135 degrees in the regard of the joint. Second slide is edge joint. Edge joint is a connection between the edge of two parts making an angle to one another of 0 to 30 degrees inclusive in the regard of the joint. Second is cruciform joint. Cruciform joint are connection in which two flat plate or two bar are welded to other flat at right angles and one the same edges. Last is lap joint. Lap joint is our connection between two overlapping parts making an angle to one another of 0 until 5 degree inclusive in the regard of the weld or welds. Next slide is what are the different welding types and what are they used for. First point is arc. This category includes a number of common manual and semi-automatic and automatic process. These include metal intergas MIG welding, stick welding, tungsten intergas TING welding, also known as gas tungsten arc welding GTAW. Gas welding, metal active gas MNG welding, flux cord arc welding FCAW, gas metal arc welding GMAW, and subgat arc welding SAW, or shell metal arc welding SMAW, and plasma arc welding. This technician usually use a filler material and a primarily used for joining metal, including stainless steel, aluminum, nickel, and copper alloy, combined, and titanium. Arc welding processes are widely used across industry such as oil and gas, power, across fast, automotive, and more.
Okay, after that we have friction. Friction welding technique join materials using mechanical friction. This can be performed in a variety of ways on different welding materials, including steel, aluminum, or even wood. Friction welding does not require the use of filler metals, flux, or shielding gas. Friction is frequently used in aerospace application as it is ideal for joining otherwise non-weldable lightweight aluminum alloys. Friction processes are used across introduction and are also being explored as a method to bond wood without the use of adhesive or nails. 4.0 Investigate welding defect and its prevention. Okay, number 1 is porosity. It is a cavity type discontinuity formed by gas entrapment during solidification. Gases present in weld environment H2N2 O2 CO2 from flux cover electrode. This gas trap during solidification and cause porosity. Number 2, cracks. A crack is a fissure produced in a metal by tearing action due to inadequate preheat or fast cooling problem. Cracks may also caused by shrinkage stress in high contrast areas. Number 3 is incomplete joint penetration. When the weld metal does not extend to the required depth into the joint root.
Number 4 is lack of fusion, LOF. Well discontinuity, in which friction did not occur between weld metal and friction fast joining or adjoint wear beds. Number 5 is inclusion. Inclusion is intertrap foreign solid material associate of lack of fusion, LOF. Only occurs when any welding technician use flux welding. Due to the improper manipulation of welding electron and improper cleaning between multi-run. And number 6 is undercut and underfill. What is undercut? Undercut is a surface discontinuity which are in the basic material typically adjacent to the weld. It is a condition in which the best material has be metal weight during the welding operation, and there was intensified metal dispersion. What is underfill? Underfill is a condition in which the weld face or root surface is below the edge surface of base metal. Underfill at the root weld or pipers atmosphere has internal convective or suspect.
And 7 is misalignment. Misalignment, offset or mismatch occurs where two pieces weld together are not properly aligned. It occurs because of carelessness and also due to joining different thickness. Okay, after that is number 8. Number 8 is spatter. AWS A3.0 describes spatters as metal particles expelled during fusion welding that do not form a part of weld. Small particles of weld metal expelled from the welding operation which adhere to the base metal surface. For last, my group slide is 5.0 question and ask. That's all.